So Stern have announced that their next game is going to be He-Man, the Masters of the Universe, which is pretty damn good, really, because I thought it was going to be JJP who were going to do it. Well, not actually He-Man. They were going to be doing He-Man 4 when Adam gets old. But we're actually, I say Stern are going to do it. We don't know that. There's been no official announcement, if I'm honest. It's just some bloke talking about it on the internet. I think somebody put 2 and 2 together on Pinside and came up with 5, and everyone's phones started buzzing, and now there's a little bit of a buzz about it. There's some buzz if you were into He-Man when you were younger. Well, I certainly was. I used to have all the figurines, all of them. I used to have loads and loads of them, actually. It's if you were into it, then you're probably quite excited by this title. For those of you that were maybe wanting Indiana Jones, or some people were rumouring that it was going to be Venom, or Back to the Future, or Jaws, you might be disappointed with this. I don't know why I'm pointing to that, by the way. He-Man's a funny one because I'm 49, I'm nearly 50, and I used to play with the action figures when I was younger. But it definitely felt with the introduction and the release of Foo Fighters that Stern were sort of aiming for a lower age dynamic, which I think is the right thing to do. I think we want more people to get into pinball, don't we? Let's be fair, the more people that get into pinball, the more they can pay for our pinball machines when we go to sell them. So I do think He-Man's a funny one. I don't really believe it. I actually disbelieve the rumour, totally, actually. And I would be far more excited about Jaws. Now, I understand I've just contradicted myself there, but I think probably Jaws has stood the test of time longer than He-Man Masters of the Universe has. Certainly my kids have all watched Jaws, but I haven't punished them by making them watch He-Man. Now, I say that about He-Man. I used to love He-Man when I was a kid. I thought it was brilliant. Now, in hindsight, when I look back, it's not quite so good. It was pretty awful. But when I look back in Jaws, I think actually that was quite good, wasn't it? Back to the Future, I believe, stands the test of time. I think it might be the best movie, the most perfect movie that's ever been made. I'm not saying it's my favourite, but I think it is perfect. It really is in its composition. Wonderful, wonderful film. And Indiana Jones, I mean, that's a tough one, isn't it, really, Indiana Jones, because quite frankly, it's been ruined just recently. They've done, what's it called? Indiana Jones and the Dial of the Dial of Dysentery. I don't know, something like that. It's pretty poor. I've seen excerpts from the film. I've listened to reviews of the film. If I could be bothered, I'd actually go and see the film, but I won't. I think the general premise is that Indy's past it. Of course he'll be past it. Harrison Ford is a favourite for all of us who loved Indiana Jones and Star Wars. We all love Harrison Ford. But apparently they've used some pretty poor CGI to try and make him look a lot younger. Hey, it's fooling nobody, and apparently he's not even the star of the show. I think he spends most of the time being humiliated by some young upstart. And I think the concern is with any of these pinball machines that you do get a Toy Story 4 scenario, and I don't think that's what anybody wants. So I think if Stern are going to bring out Indiana Jones, maybe they're too canny to repeat the mistake of Toy Story 4, but I think if they are going to bring out Indiana Jones, it's got to be based on the first film, possibly the second. I think Temple of Doom was pretty cool as well. I really enjoyed that one. But Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, don't give us Indiana Jones and the Dial of Dementia or whatever it is. We don't want to see old Indiana Jones. So I think that would be it. But I do think it would be a really, really good theme to have. Certainly looking at it recently when a couple of the old Williams games have popped up, the Mark Ritchie. It was Mark Ritchie that designed that, wasn't it? They seem to hold their value. It's a well sought after game. It's a good game. It's a fun game. So I think there's certainly a lot of love still for the franchise, but if you're going for that, you have to sell on nostalgia. Otherwise, you're going to get a Jar Jar Binks scenario where actually people that were traditionally fans of the franchise get disappointed with the new incarnation of it, and I think that's something they're going to have to watch out for. Jaws would be the one for me. It really would. I think. I don't know, there's just something very, very special about that. I think there's an obvious mechanism. Obvious mechanisms don't always get made. We talk about Toy Story. I've mentioned it numerous times, Toy Story. The obvious mechanism was the claw at Pizza Planet. The claw, just picking it. I mean, that would be, how good would that have been? It's a massive, massive miss. I think, if you're not going to put a shark on a boat in Jaws, what's the bloody point? So I'm pretty sure Stern will do that. Well, they'll do that on the premium, of course. They won't be doing that. They won't be doing that on the pro. You'll get some sort of, I don't know. You'd be lucky to get any mention of the shark on the pro, quite frankly. Now, you might even put the S on the end of Jaws. Might just get Jaw. That'll be it, really. But I do think it'll be good. I think possibly they'll save Elwyn for that one. Now, here's an interesting rumour that came from that poor chap who released the rumour over on Pinside. Now, actually, it wasn't on Pinside. Someone on Pinside took it from somebody's website, but not like an in-the-know website, not some really, really, top in the know, not like Canada or something like that, because he knows everything. He knows so much. They named a country after him and a goose and some syrup, actually. No, nobody as grand as that. But what he said was originally Jack Danger had been scheduled down for the release of Stern's next release, which was obviously what they're suggesting what it is exactly this now. But now he's saying that he decided not to do He-Man and he's gone off to do something else. So John Borg has become He-Man. That doesn't fit. That doesn't make sense. The last game was Jack Danger. There's no way that Stern are going to do a Jack Danger game followed by another Jack Danger game, are they? So I don't think that. John Borg doing it, I don't know. I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it's going to be that. I think, I don't know. I'm not in the know. I'm definitely, what's in the know? ITK. I'm an NITK. I'm just not in the know. And so I think, realistically, it'll be something else. Will it be Venom? I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. But anyway, it's exciting times, whatever it is. The rumour mill starts, as I understand it. The new release is that due for September? No. As I say, I don't know. I'm not in the know. One thing I do know is that in terms of nostalgia purposes, He-Man definitely goes in there. Now, what happened is I've gone and rewatched the start of He-Man, and there's a couple of things on it which I find a little bit puzzling, actually. And I never questioned it at the time. And I find it odd that I didn't question it, because I always used to question how Lois Lane didn't know that Clark Kent was Superman. And there's a couple of things I'm not particularly happy with the intro of He-Man. Let's just get to it a little bit now.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I am Adam, Prince of Eternia and Defender of the Secrets of Castle Grayskull.
I've got no problem with that. Prince of Eternia, Defender of the Secrets of Castle Grayskull. We don't know at this point what the secrets of Castle Grayskull are. I've not got at this point. I'm all in. I'm invested in the story.
This is Cringer, my fearless friend.
Cute cat, Minja, his fearless friend. No, beautiful. Now this is the bit I start to have a bit of trouble with.
Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said, "By the power of Grayskull."
Okay, let's just unpack that for a minute. What I'm wondering here, and I don't know why I didn't question this as a kid. Fabulous powers were revealed to him the day he held aloft his magic sword and said, "By the powers of Grayskull, I have the power." Before he did that, what made him do that? I don't know. How many times did Adam, sorry, he's transformed now, he's He-Man, now he's held aloft his magic sword. How did he know it was a magic sword? At what point did he hold it aloft? And what made him utter the words? What made him think to utter the words? The fabulous powers were revealed to him the day he held aloft his magic sword. I'd imagine it took a lot of days to get there, because I think the words he has to say, the lyrics are very specific here. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power. I haven't got a sword. Have I got anything that's like a sword? That'd do. I've got one of those. So, he holds aloft his magic sword, and he says, "By the power of Grayskull, I have the power." How many times do you get it slightly wrong? By the power of Grayskull, give me the power. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I just sort of called it into question, really. Anyway, it doesn't stop there.
Cringer became the mighty Battle Cat, and I became He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe.
Not a problem. The mighty Battle Cat, he became He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Bosh.
Only 3 others share this secret. Our friends, the Sorceress, Man-at-Arms, and Orko. Together we defend Castle Grayskull from the evil forces of Skeletor.
Okay. The Sorceress, Man-at-Arms, and Orko are the only people that share the secret. Well, we already know that's a lie, because the cat knows, right? And the other thing is, He-Man, let's be fair, you're fooling nobody. And I've got to say, I think Skeletor is the most feeble foe of all, because at one point he just turned around and say, He-Man, are you just Adam, right? You're just Adam with the mighty sword. I don't know. Look, if I'm Skeletor, I'm just dealing with it easily. Anyway, that's what I think of He-Man. Just before I go, there was one thing that, because people are getting a little bit naughty on the forum, and I noticed there was a few people talking about Fisto. Not the gravy. That's different. Now, I did used to collect all of the figurines, and do you know what? I still have to wonder if they're in... if they're sort of packed away in the garage at my mum's house or something like that. They'd probably be worth quite a lot of money now, all the He-Man figurines. But I looked at it, and I did actually have a Fisto. Do you remember it? I'm going to pop the picture up now. So did you have one of those? You must have had a Fisto, surely. We all loved a good fisting when we were younger, didn't we? I had all of the models. I thought He-Man was great. I think the question is He-Man good enough as a license to support a pinball machine title? Did you like it? How much did you like He-Man? Did you like He-Man 8,000 pounds worth to like He-Man? Yeah, probably not. Did you like Jaws enough to spend that sort of money? I think you might have done.